Hey everybody, Dave Laird here with DCS Training, and I'm here to talk to you about failure to extract and or double feed. All right, so it's not really a double feed when we're talking about a pistol because it only single feeds out of the magazine. So standard pistol magazine, even though it's double stack, has a single feed. If you're shooting like a Mac 10, Mac 11, whatever, then it actually feeds left and right, left and right. So what happened with a true double feed is there's two rounds trying to go in simultaneously. So this is more failure to extract. So let me explain to you how this works. I need to have a dummy round that's loose, okay, and I'm gonna stick it in my mouth again. And the reason why I do this is because I want both hands free when handling the firearm, okay? So I'm gonna draw my firearm out, bring it up on target. First thing I'm gonna do is lock my slide to the rear, all right? So now with the slide locked to the rear, I want to keep it at a downward angle because I want to place that dummy round into the chamber and I don't want it to fall out. What most people do is they put it in there, then they raise this up to do a standard reload, and then it falls out, and you just do this over and over again until you learn your lesson, okay? So make sure that muzzle faces down. Go ahead and grab that spare magazine, place it into the firearm, and now we need to release the slide to create pressure. So I'll show this to you. You can see that the next round in the magazine is pressed against there. Okay? Now, there's lots of different ways to do this. Law enforcement, military would probably just grab and rip. Okay? I'm not a fan of that particular method because most magazines have steel feed lips, especially with your 1911s. What ends up happening is with this partially pressed forward is this round gets pressed upward when you're stripping, and now you're expanding your feed lips on your magazine, especially with your thin all steel magazines. You widen that up, and so now you've destroyed the magazine by stripping and ripping. Okay, for civilian carry, you guys probably only have one magazine or you have one spare magazine, and so I'd rather teach you how to maintain that one magazine, keep all your bullets with you. Okay, so neither way is wrong. Law enforcement, military tend to carry a bunch of magazines so they can afford to throw some away and keep going in the fight. All right, you may not have that option. So decide which way works best for you, which way you're faster at, etc. Again, there's no wrong way, just things for you to consider. All right, so we have our failure to extract. We got one round pressing on the other. The strip method. So you're gonna grab and rip that magazine out, discard it, wrap it 3 times, reinsert your fresh magazine, back on target, and round in the chamber, okay? So again, we're gonna clear that out. I'm going to place my dummy round into the chamber, insert my magazine, release my slide. Now we have the failure to extract again, okay? Get my other magazine up. Now I'm gonna show you the civilian way, or the way that I like to do it, and we're gonna bring that gun out. When I hit my magazine release, you notice the magazine does not fall freely, okay? So if this were to happen, we recognize it. First thing I want to do is lock the slide to the rear, okay? That relieves tension and pressure. Now the magazine falls out into my hand. I like to use what's called a chicken claw. So I'm gonna place it between the web of my 2 fingers, like so. Base plate as high into the web as possible, so it's kind of floppy in that regard, all right? Now I'm gonna reach across the top, and I'm gonna rack it 3 times. Why 3? Because 1 may not be enough. 2 may not be enough. 3 is probably going to always fix it. Keep in mind, if you watch that dummy round clear out in the first one, reload, okay? Don't wait for it, but just get in the habit of always doing it 3 times. As soon as you see that dummy round clear, place your thumb down here at the base plate. Extend your fingers. And now we're ready to reload the magazine, rack it to put a round in the chamber, and we're back on target, okay? Do a couple more just to show you how this works in real life. Okay, muzzle down, release the slide, double feed set up. So once again, press my trigger, nothing happens. We inspect, tap, rack, lock the slide to the rear, reinsert the magazine, back on target. So you notice I did an extra tap rack. You may find yourself in real life doing a tap rack as well because you haven't identified what was going on. Okay, not a big deal. Press the trigger, nothing happens. Lock the slide to the rear, flip the magazine, 1, 2, 3, thumb base plate, reinsert, back on target, ready to shoot. Okay? Now there's one more way to do this. and it's one way that I'm still working on, and it is the fastest way to clear double feed. So a lot of this depends on your hand size, your firearm size, the caliber gun you're shooting, lots of stuff, okay? So practice with your carry gun, see if it works for you. All right, so once again, we notice that there's a double feed. We're still gonna lock the slide of the rear, only now we're only gonna break the magazine loose and retain it with our pinky. So the magazine has not come out. Rotate 180, rack it 3 times, tap, rack, back on target. Okay, so now we'll see that at full speed. I'll make sure I still have plenty of ammo. Round in, mag in, release my slide. All right, press my trigger, lock the slide of the rear strip. Okay, so that's a lot faster because we're not taking the magazine completely out, and it's going straight back in again. All right, we're just clearing it enough to get the job done. All right, that's Dave Laird, DCS, and failure to extract.